Okay, so let's take a look at the 60 inside the deck editor, make it a little easier to look at and talk about. So of course, it's the Mega Greninja deck, and what Mega Greninja does, you got the Mortal Shuriken ability. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may discard a basic water energy card from your hand in order to use this ability. Place 6 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. So that is fantastic. And it actually synergizes with its attack really well too. Ninja Spinner, you may put a water energy attached to this Pokemon into your hand and have this attack do 80 more damage. So you got to have 2 on the Greninja to do the attack, and you got to have 1 in your hand to discard in order to do the ability, but then once you do the attack, that one goes into your hand. So it's like a whole thing. You're going to have to focus on resource management when it comes to these, but this allows you to soften up one of your targets before you do your attack. And so they pair that with the Mega Starmie. So I did try a Mega Starmie deck last season. It didn't go that great, so I'm hoping this pairing works better. And Starmie is actually seeing a lot of success right now in the competitive scene. So a lot of people are kind of doing this with the Frostlass, or there's even been people attempting it with Dragapult. So there's a lot of variants going on and a lot of different ways to do it. Starmie with Dusknoir is also really popular too. So what Starmie does is for 1 water energy, Jetting Blow, 120 damage, also does 50 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. And then for 3 colorless, Nebula Beam, 210 damage, isn't affected by weakness or resistance or any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. So 210 is a great number to be hitting, knocks out pretty much every Ogerpon, Pheasantipity, all of those basic EXs that are not Megas. So really, really good. As for other Pokemon, we also have the Badoo, 1 copy of Badoo for the Itchy Pollen, kind of help you slow the game down, get set up. And then we got the 2 support Pokemon in the Meowth EX for the Last Ditch Catch, and Pheasantipity EX for the Flip the Script. And there's a lot of trainers in here, so we'll just kind of go through them in order. Buddy Buddy Poffin, search for 2 basics with 70 HP or less, put them on your bench. Energy Retrieval makes a whole lot of sense because you're going to be discarding water from your hand in order to do your ability. Energy Search to look for that energy and put it in your hand. Night Stretcher also allows you to get a Pokemon or energy from your discard pile into your hand. Pokepad for Pokemon Search as long as it doesn't have a rule box. Rare Candy to get into your Mega Greninja. Special Red card, this is great. This is a brand new card with Chaos Rising, and this is probably the card that's going to end up being in every deck, at least one of. You can use this card only if your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards remaining. Your opponent shuffles their hand and puts it at the bottom of their deck. If they put any cards in the bottom of their deck in this way, they draw 3 cards. So that means that they do have to have cards in hand, at least 1, in order to do this. But this can be a really good way to disrupt. So this is going to be our new main way of disruption. This may even take the place of Unfair Stamp in a lot of decks and allow people to use a different A-Spec. Ultra Ball for Pokemon Search. Surfing Beach, this actually is really good too because you can use this and switch an active water with one of the bench water, so you can use it to switch between your Megas, do your Greninja ability, and then switch out to attack with the Starmie. Boss's Orders, switching one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active spot. Dawn, search for a basic Stage 1 and Stage 2, reveal them, put them in your hand, then shuffle your deck. Hilda's Great, search for an evolution and an energy, reveal them, put them in your hand, then shuffle your deck. Judge is another form of disruption, but I imagine the counts of these will also go down. Like if you were playing Unfair Stamp, you might do red card instead. If you were playing a different A-Spec, you might just be reducing your count of judges. Lily's Determination, max copies. This is basically standard in just about every deck because being able to shuffle your hand and draw 8 when you haven't taken any prize cards is amazing. And then any other time, your shuffle draw 6, which is not bad. Rose's Encouragement, 1 copy in here. Use this card only if you have more prize cards remaining than your opponent. Attach up to 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile to one of your stage 2 Pokemon. Salvatore, you use this for the Starmie. Interesting that they did just kind of choose to include a copy of this in the deck. Search your deck for a card that has no abilities and evolves from one of your Pokemon, and put it onto that Pokemon to evolve it. Then shuffle your deck. You can use this card on a Pokemon you put down when you were setting up to play, or on a Pokemon that was put into play this turn. So this is, primarily for your Mega Starmie, help you get some quick hits in. Team Rocket's Petrol, just 1 copy. Search your deck for any trainer card, reveal it, put it in your hand, shuffle your deck. A couple of air balloons, because there is a lot of retreating and switching you'll have to do. And then the ace spec in here is the Neo Upper Energy. As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, provides colorless energy. If this card is attached to a stage 2 Pokemon, this card provides every type of energy, but provides only 2 energy at a time. So you can use this to power up your Mega Greninja in a single attachment. And then we have 9 basic waters. So that's the Mega Greninja deck. I know people have talked about, pairing him with a lot of different things, but I do think the Mega Starmie is a good one. So we'll try it out.